Hey everyone, happy Friday and welcome to today's episode. And by the way, it's actually National Coffee Day as well, so I hope you all enjoyed some extra caffeine today. What I want to talk about today is that you can do anything. And I'm going to give you an example, personal example, of course. So a couple of weeks ago, I just decided that I needed to get off my laptop, get off my phone, and just literally go for walks and stop researching everything about this NMO autoimmune disease I have and just literally get back to the person that I am, get off all social media. I answered a few emails. It was probably one of the hardest things that I've had to do, actually, because I've taken a social media hiatus before. I've done it for a full month, I believe. This time it was about 2 weeks, I think. And sometimes you just need that break. And being online and having my business that's digital, and I'm always online, I'm always on social media, and I live and breathe it, and that's a big part of my business. It's really hard to step back and take a break. And of course, it's going to hurt it at some point. But what's more important, your health or anything else? So I just need to take a little me time. So that's what I did. And it was definitely needed. And one of the two projects that I had on my to-do list, I've had them on my to-do list for quite some time. And I really didn't know if I would have the energy between going through chemos and different doctor's appointments, if I really could pull it off. And I just set my mind to it. I had Post-its everywhere, but I really needed a break from working. I couldn't function, to be honest with you. I needed a break because I'm really good at suppressing my feelings and my pain. Unfortunately, that's not really a good thing to do, but I'm pretty good at it. And I just go. Yesterday I had chemo. I was super sick all day after. And today I was it's Friday. It's my follow-up Friday. I have a million emails to send. And I just did my big 2-website launch, which I'm going to get into. And I had to follow up with everybody. And follow-up Friday is always my office day, my follow-up day with everything, so that I can just do a little bit of work on the weekend and then come back strong on Mondays. So long story short, I took my break. I came back slowly but surely, and back into the swing of things with social media and my LinkedIn blogs and my WordPress blogs and my Instagram and every other platform that I'm on. And my two big projects that I really didn't think, I thought I was going to have to push it to maybe November or December. And that is redesigning my kellyanngorman.com site, as well as launch the new thehappyworkaholic.com site, which is part of my kellyanngorman.com site. And I design all my websites for myself, for my clients. I use WordPress. I think it's the easiest. I've blogged on WordPress since 2009 or 10, I think it is. It was? Yeah. Anyway, it's a long time. So I'm just really familiar with that platform. So it made my life a lot easier, thank God. But like I said, I had to redesign what I wanted my business and my brand to look like from the back end, what I could actually promise my clients, what I could actually, I always try to over-deliver in every circumstance, but I really had to have a talk with myself while I had my little social media and working hiatus this month, is that could I really manage X amount of clients? And I really, like I said, had to sit down and have a talk with myself and just downsize so that I could be the best at what I'm offering. So I took a lot of things off my plate, and it's always hard to let things go, especially a business or part of your business when you've worked so hard, putting it forward and launching it and working with people. It's just really hard for me it is. It's my brand is very personal, and it's just really hard to let go. So I feel good about it now. Now that I keep going back to my site, I'm looking at it, and I'm pretty damn proud of myself that I was able to pull these things off. But the whole topic of this podcast is that you can do anything. So if you set your mind to something, you just need to structure. If you're an organized person like I am, write it on Post-its and make yourself a to-do list. Put it on Pinterest boards if you want. I posted this on my Instagram stories the other day that I have a ton of mood boards, and that's kind of where I start, especially when I'm designing sites, is I create mood boards that are private on my Pinterest because I'm a very visual person. And then when it comes to the operations aspect and the logistics, I have everything written down. I have it on my work cork boards, I have Post-its, I have lists, I have it everywhere. So I was determined. And I didn't think I really didn't think I could personally pull off getting these 2 sites done. But I launched this week, and the whole point of me talking about this is that you can do anything. So if you set your mind to something and you don't think that you're going to accomplish it, it's honestly okay, because I've been there too many times. And that's kind of what will help you get past if it happens again. So, sorry, there's guys ready to party at the house across from me. I'm actually out for a walk right now. I was determined to go for a walk after all my work was done. It's a little bit later in the day, and of course I found a quiet spot, and now they're ready to get rowdy as I'm losing my voice too. Anyway, I'm so good at rambling on, aren't I? Anyway, so the whole point of this podcast, like I keep saying, is you can do anything. You can set your mind to it. You need to make an agenda. You need to make your to-do list. And if you ever need any help doing that, seriously, just find me on social media and be like, how the hell do I even do this? And I'll give you some of my favorite tips and tricks that help me. And like I said, Pinterest is a really good one. Even if you're not designing websites, or if you're, you have any other job and you just need some inspiration, go to Pinterest and look for these amazing images that people have taken and posted on their boards, and create your own personal private mood board. And just doing these little things that kind of kept me in check while I took my break, as I just kind of started out mood boards, where do I want to begin? What do I want to take off my plate? What do I want to add? So I think I came back on social media last week slowly, and I was like, you know what? I can do this. I can definitely do this. I'm a huge quotes person. So obviously if you've ever found my Pinterest, Kellyanne Gorman, you'll see I have a million quote boards, and I just need to constantly be staring at those. I write them down. I have them on my vision board, on my work boards. Everything is everywhere, so I can always see it. Like I said, I'm super visual, and that just kept me going. I was on a mission to get this done, and my goal was October 1st, and I listened to a lot of other really, really good entrepreneurs and motivating podcasts, and a lot of them say, why do you need to, set a date? Just do it. So I did. So I launched a couple days before October 1st, so I actually made my 2 launches happen before my goal of October 1st. Once I realized I could get it done before November, December, I just went ahead and did it, because I if you've been listening to other podcasts, I'm always excited about stuff, and I can't wait, and I'm really bad at holding stuff back, to keep it as a surprise. I just want to launch it, so that's what I did. So I honestly, this week has been such a blur, but I think I did it. Oh, I did it Wednesday, because chemo was Thursday, and that was yesterday, and today is Friday. Okay, so I launched Wednesday, so I did a double launch. So if you go to my Kellyanne Gorman .com website, you'll see that I'm doing business coaching and consulting and travel planning, and that's it. And then a lot of the other services that I provide are beauty services, which I now outsource most of them, because well, first of all, I was a pro makeup artist for about 16 years, and that is not something that I'm focusing on now. I'm actually helping working with a lot of makeup artists now to build their brand, which is so amazing. And I'm having so much fun doing that, because it's we get to work together. They still have their brushes in their hand, but I'm on the logistics side. So it's super fun. And then of course my personal organizing business, Practical Perfectionist, which is home design for yachts and jets and offices and all that fun stuff. So you'll see that under the services. And then also the Digital Luxuries, which is brand integration. So if you have a brand, you want to get it inside the VIP suites at the Grammys or the MTV Awards, or even if you are local in Vegas, or you have another business somewhere else and you're looking to get into a golf tournament or something like that, brand integration has been part of my business for a couple years now. So depending on your brand and what, where you are, and it can even be a local charity, that's where I come in and I help you get your brand noticed and seen, and make sure that it makes the most sense for your business and the event that or the show or whatever you're trying to integrate, I make that happen. So those are the 3 other services that I'm offering. And then, of course, travel planning. So you can book hotels right on my site now, which is super simple and easy. And then travel itineraries is like the best part. I love creating trips for other people to enjoy all around the world. You don't have to be on a private jet. You don't have to be chartering a yacht, because I do those things too. And so a lot of people just assume that that's all that I do. But you definitely can fly commercial. You can definitely stay in a normal hotel or 5-star penthouse or, a mansion at MGM. Like, it honestly doesn't matter. It's just I create like the best experience that you can possibly have depending on whatever your budget is. And that's like one of my favorite things to do. And I haven't done one in a little bit. So if anyone out there listening is looking to come somewhere like Vegas or travel to Paris or wherever, like, please feel free to reach out to me, because that is like my favorite thing to do, is create these like amazing experiences. So depending on your budget, then we just work with that and then see where you can go, what you can enjoy, like the best restaurants, the best nightclubs, the best golf courses, like anything and everything under the sun for what you have the budget for. And I'm telling you, that's so much fun to do. So if you need any of those services, I'm doing that too. And then what I wanted to do was kind of put my business coaching and consulting and my podcast all under one brand. So you can now find everything under thehappyworkaholic.com. So I turned it into a network, because I want my clients to actually be able to network with each other as well. So depending on what level of coaching you buy, you can buy the bronze, the silver, the bronze, the gold, the silver, the platinum, and each one increases in price because there's a lot more that is given to you. There's 30 digital files that I've created that each level gets, actually, and those are all about business and branding and social media and how to sell and create the proper LinkedIn profile. And there's 10 PDFs for each specific subject, so I have 30 total, and that took me months to create, so that right there is like a huge deal. But I'm offering it to every level of coaching, the 4 levels of coaching, and those are actually 50% off until Sunday night at 10 p.m. So if you're interested in any business coaching or consulting, just go to thehappyworkaholic.com and you can check out each level and what it entails. And then all the pricing, like I said, is half off only until the Sunday night, October 1st. So if you have any questions, just contact me on my website, or you can always email me at hello@kellyanngorman.com, and we can talk about what you need for your business or your brand, or if you just need 1 month of just social media posting or setting up accounts. Like, it's really up to what your budget is and what you need, and we can just go from there. But back to the Happy Workaholic Network is that once you become a client of mine, you get added to a private group that's on Facebook, and it's called the Happy Workaholic Coaching Connection. So it also will allow you to network with my other clients, and maybe you guys can do a business deal or help each other out with social media, or do a pod on Instagram or boards on Pinterest, or anything to elevate both of your brands. And I got where I am today by networking my you-know-what off. So I just believe that if I give that platform to everybody else in the private Facebook group, it will just allow everybody that opportunity as well. So that's like one of my favorite things too, because I get so much feedback like, oh my God, I know this person. And like, I met them on the Facebook group, and there's just, this world is so small. It used to be 6 degrees of separation, but I swear it's like 1 for me right now because of everything that I'm working on and, all the places that I've lived, and like, it's just so weird that like everybody I know is connected now. It's pretty crazy. But like I said, the Happy Workaholic Network has now become like the one hub. So that's where you can find all the business coaching, the consulting, and the podcast. So I'm going to be redoing the beginning and the end of this podcast so that it makes more sense, because it's under the one umbrella. And then I'm also going to I just finished the new graphics, and if you're ever interested in even like a graphic lesson, some of mine, I'm such a perfectionist. Like, there's 3 I need to redo because they're driving me nuts. But I use Canva, and you can get a free, you could do a free monthly, or you can do the business program, which is $12.95 a month, I believe I pay, and it resizes your I think they call it magic resize, and they can, you literally just click and it changes the images. So there's no Photoshop. They change the image sizes for all your social media platforms. And there's no Photoshop involved. And I used to use Photoshop, but I'm not the best at it. And then I was introduced to Canva years ago, and that's when I started kind of playing around with it. But now I use it for everything. So if you ever need any tips or tricks on that, like, just reach out to me. And I can always give you some ideas, because I mean, they give you so much. I design from scratch, but they give you so many templates, and you can upload photos. Like you'll see on my Happy Workaholic podcast graphic, my image is there, which I totally need new headshots. But anyway, Canva is great for that, so that's what I use. So again, the point of this podcast is I just wanted to share what I was working on and really tell you that you can do anything. And I just wanted to use myself as an example, because now that it's Friday, I'm kind of like looking back at my week and I'm like, holy crap, like, did I really just get all of this done? It's a blur. Thank God I write everything down and I journal every day, because that's seriously how I remember everything these days. And that's another thing. If you don't have a journal and you don't have a planner, like, you're just going to be out of luck. Like, you need to have everything in notes on your phone then to survive. If you're going to, build a brand, like, you definitely need these go-to things to make your life a hell of a lot easier. But if you're ever feeling stuck and you just need a break, like I did, like, don't stress out about it. Don't listen to what anybody else is telling you. You need to do what's best for you, because you know what you want and you have a vision of what your business is going to be, or you have a vision of like where your next job is that you want to work at, or anything really. You just have to put your heart and soul and mind to it, and just take the break that you need so that you can really like rest your brain and everything else. Go for walks, get some vitamin D, get some, nice sunshine. And it's like the perfect weather now. Get outside and just go for short walks. That's what I've been trying to do too, because it really helps me think, and I escape from my laptop, which I'll be glued to. And it's such a bad habit, but taking these breaks has really helped me too. So again, you can absolutely do anything you set your mind to. And if you feel it in your gut and your heart and you want something, you just need to go after it, and don't listen to the haters. Find a group of inspirational and motivational people that you can become friends with online, or maybe in person. Have like meetup groups, so go and grab a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, and just surround yourself with those types of people, because they're the only ones that are going to support you and your vision, because they're probably in the same position looking for that person. And that's why you need to connect with these types of people, because they're the only ones that truly get like what you're going through and why you need a break and why you need to stop doing things sometimes, and then why you work like a crazy dog, because you need to get stuff done and you have deadlines, and they're your personal deadlines. It's not like, if you're a business owner, it's not like you have some CEO. You're the CEO. So if you're working for a business and somebody's riding you on a Friday afternoon, like, trust me, it's 10 times worse when you own your own business, because you have a lot more pressure. But definitely, if you have any comments or concerns, or need a little pick-me-up, you can always reach me via email at hello@kellyanngorman.com, or my Instagram at KKinVegas, and you'll see where I recorded this podcast today. I'm sitting under a tree. It's not too windy, which is nice, so I can actually breathe, because the allergy season is like in full effect here in Vegas. But anyway, you can do anything, and if there's something that you want to do and you need some help and some pointers to get you into that right direction, like, just seriously send me a tweet. Like I said, email me. I'll be more than happy to help you out with any of that, and you can do anything. So I hope that you enjoy this podcast today, and as I'm losing my voice, I think it's time to sign off. But if you ever need a little pick-me-up, seriously, just reach out to me. I've gone through hell and back quite a few times just in this year, so I can definitely provide you with some inspiration and motivation, whether it's just a quote or a good laugh or a glass of wine on a WebEx or something. Like, I'm here for you. So you can definitely do anything. and think about that this weekend. And I hope that wherever you are listening to this, that you have a fantastic weekend and you enjoy the weather outside. It's supposed to be nice everywhere this weekend, so I hope that you get to enjoy it. And I keep saying don't say when you have a podcast. It's like the most annoying thing to listen to, I'm sure. I'm so sorry. But that's it for today, so I will talk to you guys soon.